Welcome to Renee's craft room, actually 2 years later. Let's see what has changed. I certainly have progressed in the craft, and you'll notice the cards that I'm making are much more intricate, involved, unique. My wall has filled up. Actually, I'll give you, this is the same wall with the magnetic paint, but these are some of my favorite cards that I've made. And started putting them in somewhat color categories. You saw here are some pinks and the browns and the naturals. And then actually on the table here, I kind of diverted from cards and I got into something called diamond painting, which is really interesting. It's actually very, very intricate, similar to paint by numbers, but you're using these tiny, tiny, tiny little square plastic thing. So that was a slight diversion. And so back up, kind of going back around the wall, the magnetic wall. I was looking back at 2 years ago. I've certainly added, this is most of my paper pads, cards when I'm finished with them. Absolutely have gone on a paper binge for sure. And then from a stamping perspective, all of these are Stampin' Up! Stamps. It's a company that you buy stamps from, but this entire, I'll zoom back out so you can see, are all stamp sets. All of those are stamp set. When my cards are complete, I pack them up into nice little packages of 10 usually. And you can see here my handmade by Rene. And so that these, I've never sold a card, whoops. I've never sold a card, just truly enjoy giving them away. I don't know what's more fun sometimes, than buying the stuff for them, making it. So I have all these little embellishments here that I've collected over time. I have buttons and little things that you can glue on. Kind of coming around. I think my inks are the same. I probably have a few more inks that I've added to the mix. On the top are re-inkers. More embellishments. A craft mat, some colored pencils. Oh, I did forget to show you up here. Sorry if I go too fast. But these are some markers that are color coordinated. I have some more embellishments, pens. These are paper flowers. All these are like paper roses, which are very colorful and interesting to use. And then this machine is what they call a die cut machine. It's actually called the Big Shot, and you run things through this to cut the certain shapes. So that's called the Big Shot. And I use my computer mainly for my silhouette machine, which is a computer-driven die cutter. And then probably have more paper than I used to, but it's all organized by color. And then next to my desk are a lot of the things that I use quite frequently in these drawers here. And as I move over, I did add this, let me back up here, from IKEA. And in the bottom right, you know, all of these wood boxes that are cut out are custom made for folks who are in the art of paper crafting. So just to zoom in here a little, these are called punches. So let's see over here. Let's kind of let it get a chance to zoom in. All of my circle punches, squares, you know, if you just want a quick shape or something, that's what punches are great for. And these actually are called pearls. You can squeeze out a dot and they make a nice pearl dot. And then remember I talked about the die machine, but you run through these different, all of these different things, and they cut those shapes. So I have an entire big box of those. And I have embossing folders that if you run these through, they will put a texture through on the paper. I love ribbon, love making bows, love buying ribbon. So this is my ribbon collection. And then of course, if you have a craft room, you don't want to lose any space. So this is the back of the door with even more cards that I have made. So thanks for stopping by.